This week, the latest inductees into the Country Music Hall of Fame, plus a prestigious night for independent music. We're taking you to the Grand Ole Opry for the JOSIE Music Awards.
And Madeline Merlo is on the show, the country star she's partnering with for her new song.
And later, the Reklaws explain the unique way they got that duo's name.
Hey, this is Parker McCollum. You're watching Nashville Insider.
Hi everyone and welcome to Nashville Insider. I'm Jennifer Vickery-Smith. Thanks so much for joining us once again. We've got another great show lined up for you, and we always love it when we get to highlight new inductees into the Country Music Hall of Fame. The class of 2024 include the late Toby Keith, John Anderson, and James Burton. Keith entered the hall under the Modern Era Artist category, Anderson under the Veterans Era, and Burton under the Recording and Touring Musician category. And now someone who I'm pretty sure hopes to be in the Hall of Fame one day, Parker McCollum. He's well on his way. I got to meet up with the country star at a recent #1 party. Another milestone for Parker McCollum. It's so great to be here to congratulate you. I know you're not a chart watcher, but you know when it hits #1, right?
Yes, ma'am. I know. There's a guy on Twitter, Chris Owen, maybe.
Oh yeah, I know Chris.
I think he's always tweeting what songs are on the chart, so I know if he's tweeting about me that it's still on there.
That's great. Just use a little social media to let you know.
Ma'am.
Yeah. Let's go back to this song and when you knew when you were playing it live that it was something special, because there was a reaction to this one even when you just started those first chords that people started reacting to really quickly on this song.
Burn it down till it's ashes and smoke. Burn it down to the smoldering coal. Burn it down till I don't want you no more, baby.
You know, I think, I could be wrong about this, I think one of the first times we ever played it was at the Houston Rodeo at NRG Stadium in Houston, which is like 70, I think we sold out like 73,000 people. It's the biggest crowd we ever played for that we headlined. And I remember walking off stage that night and I was like, something felt different when we played that song.
Wow.
You know, we had a few hits at that time, so you know, you always know those songs are going to go over well, but that one went over really, really well. And I remember thinking, okay, that song could be something.
Yeah. When you think about the Houston Rodeo and that massive crowd playing Red Rocks again, having a baby, I'm just skimming the top of like just some of the huge things that have happened this year. We look back at this year, I guess it's a little bit overwhelming almost.
It is. I'm just trying to hang on. Life's really fast right now. And you know, life's been fast for about 10 years now. I feel like I haven't slowed down at any point in time and just kind of been getting it for quite a while now. And so you throw a newborn on top of that and somehow it speeds up. But it's just good. God's been really, really good to Hallie Ray and I. And he's been good in my career. He's been good in our life at home and just, you know, in all areas that, you know, we operate in. He's just kind of, you know, been with us every step of the way, and that makes it a lot easier. So I'm just trying to hang on. It's good. It's all good problems to have.
We'll wrap up with this question, but you're admittedly the guy that is kind of in his groove when he's writing the sad song, the depressing song, you know, about tough stuff in life. Is there any chance that Baby Major is going to bring out the softer side of Parker that we might start seeing and hearing in the music?
I don't know. I don't think so. He's got to be tough. You know, Dad starts writing a bunch of soft songs about him. He might be soft. But no, you know, if I could write it'll probably never happen, but if I could write something like a There Goes My Life, that'd be a good one to write about the kid. But, you know, if it's not anything that good, I don't think so.
No,
sad country love songs are my favorite, so I'll probably stick to them.
Listen, I think it's working for you, Parker,
yes,
so we'll just leave it at that. Congratulations on another #1 for Burn It Down. We're so excited for you.
Thank you.
Now we move on to an artist who has moved to Nashville from Canada, and she's got a big duet to talk about. Adam Wartzel has more.
Madeline Merlo, welcome to Nashville Insider. Thanks so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Now, before we started, I asked you the question, what is on your shirt? I love the message on your shirt. Tell us about that.
Child of God. Yeah, it's that Forrest Frank just released a record called Child of God, and my husband bought the shirt for me, actually, which is very cute.
I love that. I also love this single that you have out with Dustin Lynch. And there's so many breakup songs in country music, but this is such a unique spin on it. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I think with Broken Heart Thing, to me, I feel like the biggest hardest part about a breakup is honestly just getting used to this like completely new life. Like whether you're living with them or you're seeing them every day, you're calling them every day, suddenly your life looks completely different and they're not the person you call and they're not somebody you see maybe ever again. And so this song kind of just explores that journey where you're struggling to kind of adapt to this new life that you're in. And I just feel like it's so visual and really it describes the situation as well as the emotions of it.
'Cause I'm still getting used to this broken heart thing, sit in the dark thing, smiling while I'm falling apart thing, pictures in hallways, hearing a song play, thinking about you all night and all day.
If you were to go back, rewind like 3-4 years, and somebody would have told you were going to be singing with Dustin Lynch, would have you believed them?
No, I would not have. That is so insane. I can't believe just the way that it all went out too. I mean, I kind of was like, what if this song was a duet? Like I had this kind of feeling, we talked about it, and I've known Dustin for a minute. And so I literally texted him the song, was like, hello, like, would you be interested in doing this? And he said yes. So I think just the fact that I was able to like personally ask him is so insane. I don't think I could have ever believed that. It's so cool.
Tell us about writing this album here in Nashville and your journey to this new music.
So it's called One House Down from the Girl Next Door. I'm so proud of this music. I worked so hard on just making sure I created a really cohesive project that tells a story and I think represents kind of where I've been. It's a total arc. It starts off, with Broken Heart Thing and ends up with One House Down from the Girl Next Door. And I feel like it just takes you on a journey and you end up exactly where you're supposed to be and with who you're supposed to be with.
Before we go, I have to ask you about this song that I just love, Tim and Faith, which you released last year. Tell us about the inspiration.
We were that song, summer nights and blue jeans, a cowboy kiss, our heart don't forget, Red Quill and no truck bed, some love never fits when the radio plays, I see you and me, Tim and Faith.
Honestly, it started because I got to sing background vocals on Cole Swindell's song, Heads Carolina. And so I got to hear that song like months and months before it came out and was just really inspired by him taking a song from the 90s and kind of rewriting the melody. And I was like, I kind of want to do like my own version of that. I think I rewrote that song like 3 or 4 times, making sure like the melodies that followed it like did that song justice, and that there's Tim and Faith lyrics like all kind of strewn throughout the song and tells a story of this couple that like it always takes them back when they hear this like iconic song. So it's very multi-leveled, that song, and I really poured so much into it. So I'm so glad that you like it. I'm really, really proud of it.
Look, I have it right here, One House Down. Right there on Spotify. Go buy it, stream it, download it. Madeline Merlo, thanks for being with us here on Nashville Insider.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Adam. Ahead on Nashville Insider, we're at the Grand Ole Opry for the JOSIE Music Awards, honoring the absolute best in independent country music. Plus, made famous on America's Got Talent, the Reklaws join us to talk about their music and their experience on TV.
What's up, guys? My name's Haven Madison, and I'm super excited to talk about all things from music to my favorite food. It's going to be really fun. I'm on Nashville Insider.
We are back with more Nashville Insider. I'm Jennifer Vickery-Smith. Haven Madison made the bold choice of auditioning for American Idol with an original song. And spoiler alert, she ended up making it pretty far on the show. Jeff Womack got to meet up with Haven at her label BMG's Music Row offices.
We are proud to welcome Haven Madison here and hail the next big pop star. This is not me talking, y'all. This is Katy Perry telling you that. Now, we're on Music Row doing this interview, and so many writers are like, I'd love to have her just look at one of my songs and to have her do that with you right out the gate. Tell me about that.
Oh my gosh, the entire Idol experience was incredible, and she's somebody I've looked up to for so long. But yeah, it was incredible, and just the moments I got to spend with her just rehearsing and being authentic and ourselves, she's a big inspiration for me.
So to describe you, I love this. You write songs, sing songs, sushi, Jesus, not necessarily in that order.
Yes, and I love it though.
But cry a lot. Why?
Oh man, I cry about everything. I think that's why I'm a decent songwriter, because I feel everything to the absolute extremity. Like if somebody looks at me wrong, I'm probably gonna write a song about it, just because I just feel so many emotions, which I used to hate, but it's actually become a very useful tool in what I do. So I joke that I'm cool, but I cry a lot.
Want to ask you about I Still Need You. Because, you know, a lot of people talk about mental health, suicide prevention, but this song I feel is going to do more for years to come than a lot of things in a long time.
Yeah, this song is actually really interesting because I was fully convinced I was never going to release it and it was never going to see the light of day. And I wrote this song kind of as therapy for myself. And when I saw my brother's reaction to the song and a few of my friends I let hear it, and I very vividly remember letting this one girl, I told her about it in the cafeteria at lunch. I told her about what was going on and she just like broke down crying. And I was like, well, like it's not your problem, I don't know why you're crying. And she was like, I just would have never known. And she was so shocked at how good I was at faking it. And so then I was like, wow, I feel like a lot of people might be going through something similar and we're just not letting people in.
There's so much more outside this town. There's more to see than what you found. Hold on another day, I can prove it to you. And if you left.
So I was like, I feel like this song is for more than just me and my family. We're all broken. We're just all trying to hide it for some random reason.
We're going to switch gears just a little bit because I want to talk about a song that I think we all need to hear besides that one, but then when you get back up from those trying times, Kiss the Ground.
Yes, I was wondering where you were going with
For all
that.
of the girls watching, how do they get the guys to kiss the ground the way you have?
Oh my gosh, that wasn't even just the guys, that was everybody.
That was everybody?
Yeah, I wrote that song about, obviously I was in high school,
Sure.
and people are mean. They're just mean. And a lot of people were saying I was undeserving of what I was doing and all this and that and the other, and you know,
Haters.
typical high school stuff. And I just remember thinking, like, I will take your opinion into account when I see you work as hard as I did. And I take my diligence really seriously. I wake up every day and I'm like, how hard can I work today and what all can I accomplish?
I've been in the trenches, I've been climbing Everest, I've been pulling late nights, you just want a fast flight. I've been going 10 rounds, you've been on the playground, you're the one who looks like.
That song hypes me up more than any other song because it's not saying I'm better or, you know, I'm stronger, I'm this, I'm that, and the other. It's I work harder, and you can work hard too. It's a choice.
Haven, you've been so generous with your time. Thank you for coming. Will you come back and see us?
I would love to. I'll be
All
here.
right.
Let's go.
Great interview. Thanks, Jeff. Well, from American Idol to America's Got Talent, coming up, the Reklaws join us. Plus, Craig Wayne Boyd, Neil McCoy, even pop star Tiffany have come to the Grand Ole Opry for a very special celebration. We'll tell you what it is coming up next on Nashville Insider. Welcome back. I'm Jennifer Vickery-Smith. It is the largest, most respected, and prestigious award show in the independent music industry, and Nashville Insider was there. Jeff Womack went to the Grand Ole Opry for the JOSIE Music Awards.
We are not just anywhere. We're at the JOSIE Awards with Craig Wayne Boyd. How are you?
Doing wonderful, man.
Now, you know all about trying to get the music out there and what independent artists go through. How cool is it to have something like this and 10 years strong?
You know, I've kept my eye on this event, and I actually contacted them this year and asked if I could be a part of it because I was like, man, this is a great platform for artists that don't get seen.
I've been independent since day one, so
Really?
I heard the word independent my whole career. So to know the JOSIE Awards do this, to recognize all of our hard work and time away from families, especially here at the Opry House, is a dream come true. To be able to perform tonight, you know, to represent everyone out in the crowd that's doing the same thing, is, you know, chasing dreams and backing your own self on everything.
I was talking to some guys over a while ago, and I said I think it's great what they do, Tina and them, because these people, these independent folks, you know, they all struggle. They all want to get to a certain level, and they're going through all the things that it takes. They're doing the shows, or their families are helping them, people are helping them all the way through. This program gives them a chance to feel like they've earned something here. And because they recognize them, some of them are going to win awards tonight, but most of them are just going to be here with their parents. They're going to be walking red carpet, and it's just a big deal for them, and they deserve it.
Man, it's a good thing because there's so many talented people out there that don't get the recognition that they should, and this award show gives them that. And it's a cool thing to see. I've got a bunch of friends that are nominated, some friends that are receiving awards, and I've got some friends that are playing and whatnot, man. It's just a good thing for everybody to be able to get together, and what a better place to get together at.
I just think it is so amazing that they give such an amazing opportunity to young independent artists and even older independent artists, and the fact that they put so much effort and everything and promote you and try and get you out there more, and getting to host it at the Grand Ole Opry is so amazing, and I couldn't be happier to be a part of it.
How much do you wish that there could have been a JOSIE Awards to kind of help you out as a young artist or an independent artist back then?
I think it would be a great idea. Would have been, definitely, because, award shows, that's where people to see your talent.
I mean, this is one of the biggest independent shows out there, and it's really cool to be at the Grand Ole Opry celebrating independent artists, and I think it's huge to have a platform like this to celebrate up-and-coming artists.
What kind of advice do you give them? Because it ain't easy to get the word out, as we were talking about in the break.
Like what you do, be persistent, practice, and when somebody tells you that's not right, well, make sure if it's the way you wanted to do it, that's right. And you are just talking to somebody who's hearing you that just doesn't get it. So do it until you find enough people that get it.
If this is in your blood, you just have to kind of, all different levels, you'll find your way, and just make sure you're present for it. Because with anything, especially in today's world with social media and a fast-paced lifestyle, it's just so easy to go on to the next thing. But I'm really trying to practice like being in the moment with people.
I love what you said. You thought, okay, first year, 50 people. And then what did you get that first year? I'm going to let you tell that story.
Sure. Yeah, that first year was crazy because we thought, hey, we're just going to have like a fun little banquet party. I mean, I'll invite my grandmother. We're just going to celebrate independent artists. You know what I'm saying? Yes, grandmas are so great for that. And then we wound up having
about 800 people, and then at that point we had to do a split show, so we did a matinee and an evening show just to be able to fit into our venue.
Well, we just love just the camaraderie that all of the nominees have, all the performers, the presenters. Everyone just loves what they do, and they love coming here, and we're just so thrilled to have the opportunity to do this because we love meeting new people. We love hearing new people's stories, and so we're just happy to celebrate them.
For more information about the JOSIE Music Awards and a full list of winners, you can head to josiemusicawards.com.
We're here with the Reklaws, the story behind one of their most powerful songs. It's coming up next on Nashville Insider.
You're inside Nashville Insider. I'm Jennifer Vickery-Smith. Thanks for sticking around. Siblings Stuart and Jenna Walker grew up in North Dumfries, Ontario, Canada. But thankfully for all us country music lovers, they made their way to Nashville. Jeff Womack recently got to meet the Reklaws.
All righty, so I get the fun assignment. I am here with the Reklaws, and I want to say when I read your name, I thought it was going to be like this scary band or this group of bikers. And then I look at your promo shot, and you know what I see? Clothes models right here. Right. And how does that happen? But no, kidding aside. Jenna and Stu, I want you to tell me the story of how you got your name, because it's a really cool one.
Oh, man. I mean, first of all, this is awesome. Thanks for doing this today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it's not really a long story. Our mom actually came up with the name. It's our last name backwards. Our last name is Walker. Walker backwards is Reklaw, so we're the Reklaws.
We were playing a little tiny cottage town show, and the guy who owns the bar had this chalkboard. He's like, "What do you want me to write on the chalkboard?" And we were like, "The Walkers." Our mom was like, "It's a little bit too straightforward. What about backwards?" And we all were like, "Yeah," and it just stuck. I think I was 8 years old and she was 10. So
if you haven't figured out yet, they've been using every promo of America's Got Talent. Now, see, everybody recognizes you now. I'm reminded of something Sam Phillips said. If there was one song that you would sing, and it'd be the very last one, what would that be? And for you, I want to say it would have to be People Don't Talk About. Tell me the story behind that song.
Yeah, I mean, that was a special one to us. We released it 2 years ago, and we felt like it never really had the stage that it deserved. We lost our mom to mental health 2 years ago, over 2 years ago now, but it was a crazy time for our family, and we continued to write, but a lot of the songs we were writing turned into what we were going through. And that song came out of that. And it's funny, when we released it, we didn't want to do anything with it because we didn't want to talk about what came with that song.
It's so ironic because it's called People Don't Talk About It.
Yeah.
But it was exactly what we didn't want to actually discuss. And when the opportunity and AGT reached out and they found us online and wanted us to do it, we had to say yes, and we knew that this song would impact, or at least hopefully impact, people that have gone through what we've gone through in a really good way.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the point where you decided to do it, was when they reached out.
Totally, and we were between 2 different songs to perform for that audition, but that one just seemed, like we said, if we had one chance to get on that stage, even if we didn't even make that round, but somebody at home on the couch that was maybe going through something similar felt heard or something, that's what we wanted to do. That's the opportunity we wanted.
One new song you have now that I want to talk about that is a good transition to your other one. You're only 1 beer away if we need you.
That's right. We when we wrote that, we just wanted it to be like discussing like how 1 beer away basically means like if you're going to get a beer with somebody, it's either a really great situation or maybe not a great situation, but you're going out of your way to go sit and be with them rather than just texting or calls. Our whole world is that now. So just meeting up with a friend. That's what we're hoping to get across.
That is the thing I really liked about that song, honestly, when I listened to it, because we all need that once in a while. And I'm guilty of this myself, and we all are. We give people the 2-word answer or the emoji, and they really need about a good 45-minute cold beverage with friends like you.
Exactly. It's getting through the highs and lows in life with people that you love. And it's cool to get on stage and sing that every night.
And it's upbeat. We're so like driven with live, how things are going to go over live, and we've done it a couple times, and it's been really, really awesome.
I'm only 1 beer away from that taste of freedom on a Friday night, to letting go and falling into the time of your life.
Before we go, we've got some new music news for you. Southern rockers Van Zant have reunited, and they have got a new album dropping this week. The duo's first new album in nearly 2 decades, titled Always Look Up, will shift to a focus on Christian music, but still promises fans the southern country rock sound that Van Zant is known for. Van Zant is comprised of brothers Donnie and Johnny Van Zant. Johnny has also been the lead singer of Lynyrd Skynyrd since 1987. Always Look Up will be available on November 22nd via CD, vinyl, and of course streaming. And we will leave you today with Van Zant's new music video, There You Are. From all of us here at Nashville Insider, I'm Jennifer Vickery Smith, and we'll see you next time.
There you are.